Welcome to Box Office Briefing, where we break down movies fast, sharp, and without the fluff. Today we're looking at The Wrong Missy, a rom-com that proves one simple truth. You don't always know what you're looking for until it literally smashes into your face. Let's dive in before I...
Bitch slapped in front of all these motherfuckers.
The Wrong Missy starts with Tim, a rule-following, play-it-safe guy, the kind of person who alphabetizes his socks. He goes on a date with a girl named Melissa, aka Missy. I would not have guessed how extreme Missy would act on the first date. With Missy's eccentric nature, I would not have guessed how honest and sincere she is either. This continues to manifest itself throughout the movie. Later, Tim is at an airport where he meets a new Melissa, and their personalities are a perfect match. Knowing it's a rom-com, I can predict that something terrible or wrong will happen between them. Nonetheless, they hit it off and they both feel perfectly great about each other. Tim starts texting the new Melissa from the airport, and their texts get a little raunchy. Tim should have known that a girl that is so similar to him would not be texting that explicitly. Tim gets convinced to invite Melissa to his work's getaway conference because he believes a girl of Melissa's caliber would be great to show off to the boss. But this is where the secret but yet pretty obvious reveal happens. The wrong Melissa, or Missy, shows up on the plane. When Missy shows up on the plane, she absolutely steals the show with her comedic performance. I'm not sure I can recall the last time I loved how much a crazy person acted. Hot take, but she does remind me of Jim Carrey with her over-the-top tone changes and facial expressions. The plane scene is just hilarious and I don't want to spoil it. The orchard goes as you would expect, but Missy does actually try to impress everyone. In one scene, she lied that she was a collegiate diver and attempts to dive off of a cliff. I didn't expect her to jump off or fall off the cliff during the diving scene, but she falls in a completely gnarly way and gets up without a scratch. Very similar to a cute little panda bear. Another day consists of a boat trip to swim with sharks. This scene was so funny. Missy has the best intentions, but Tim always seems to pay the price for her actions. Also, the shark was very fake looking, but it still worked great for the scene. Missy says and does some outlandish things that I also don't want to spoil this scene for you. Throughout this time, Tim doesn't deal with conflict very well. Missy doesn't help with this since she is a huge cause of his insecurities during the trip. Tim goes deeper into his bubble as Missy's antics keep going on and going on. One scene consists of Tim and his work team doing a body shadow theater show, and I'm not going to lie, this scene was gold. I again don't want to ruin this scene for you, so you just have to watch it for yourselves, but it is very funny. With every movie, you know there would be some conflict and change, but this movie did a good job of hiding when that change would occur. Once Missy fixes / gives Tim what he's been working for in his job, he has a change of heart for her and actually develops feelings for Missy. Of course, now that Tim is happy and begins getting comfortable with his new routine, more conflict ensues when Missy finds out about the airport Melissa, and things get unstable for Tim once again. Missy leaves the resort, and when the new Melissa from the airport arrives to the resort, things become super boring for Tim and he decides to get Missy back. The rest is as you would expect, but the movie still had more jokes leading it until the very end. Sorry for the cheesy outro, but I needed to please the algorithm overlords. But it turns out that the wrong Missy was actually the right Missy. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment what you thought of this movie, or if I've convinced you to watch it for yourselves.